Life often feels like standing in the middle of a storm, chaos swirling, expectations pulling you in every direction, and your heart asking silently, how can I remain steady in this world? Imagine if you could face every storm with calmness, as if you carried an inner fortress no chaos could shake. This is not a fantasy, it is the promise of Stoicism. The ancients believed that true power is not in controlling the world, but in mastering yourself. Today, you'll discover how their wisdom can help you rise above stress, fear, and uncertainty. Picture this. You wake up already exhausted, emails flooding your phone, deadlines pressing down, conversations demanding your energy. By noon, you feel like you are running on empty, giving everything but receiving nothing. It's a reality so many of us share. Endless pressure and the silent question, when will I have time to breathe? This is not weakness. It is the weight of a modern world moving faster than our hearts can follow. But what if there were a timeless path, one that countless generations before us have walked, to reclaim balance and strength? Enter the philosophy of Stoicism, an ancient wisdom carried by Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus. They lived in times of war, political chaos, and uncertainty far greater than ours. Yet, they found peace, not by escaping the storm, but by standing firm within it. Stoicism teaches us to distinguish between what we can control and what we cannot, to focus on our own actions, thoughts, and choices. In their writings lies a guide, not to live without difficulty, but to walk through difficulty with dignity, clarity, and strength. In this video, you will uncover 7 Stoic strategies that can transform your life, from learning how to prioritize yourself without guilt to standing firm in your values when the world tries to shake you. Each principle is practical, clear, and timeless, designed to help you not just survive the chaos, but rise above it. By the end, you won't only understand Stoicism as philosophy, you will carry it as armor. Let this journey be your turning point, where ancient wisdom meets your modern battles, and where you step into a stronger, calmer, more resilient self. The first Stoic strategy is simple yet powerful: prioritize yourself. Too often, we pour energy into everyone else until nothing remains for our own growth. The Stoics remind us that you cannot serve the world if you are broken inside. Prioritizing yourself is not selfish, it is an act of responsibility. By caring for your body, your mind, and your spirit, you become stronger, clearer, and more capable of giving to others. Remember, you are not a background character in your own life. As Epictetus once said, how long are you going to wait before you demand the best for yourself? This quote strikes like lightning. It is not a suggestion, it is a call to arms. The Stoics saw life as fleeting, every day a chance to strengthen the soul. To demand the best for yourself means to stop living passively, to stop giving away your energy to what does not serve your growth. It is a reminder that your worth is not negotiable. You must honor it, today, not tomorrow. Imagine a traveler carrying a jug of water across a desert. He gives water freely to others, but forgets to drink himself. By the time he reaches his destination, the jug is empty, and he collapses. This is how many of us live, constantly giving but never replenishing. The Stoics would warn, you cannot pour from an empty vessel. Marcus Aurelius cared for an empire, yet he still wrote daily meditations to strengthen his mind. The lesson is clear. Self-care is not indulgence, it is survival. In today's world, prioritizing yourself means setting boundaries, practicing small daily rituals, and refusing to live on empty. Take 10 minutes each morning to breathe, journal, or reflect. Say no to commitments that drain you. Treat your sleep, health, and inner calm as sacred. When you care for yourself, you don't withdraw from others. You give them the best version of you. As Seneca wrote, he who is everywhere is nowhere. Focus your energy wisely, and life itself will rise to meet you. The second Stoic strategy is this: improve your appearance. Not to impress the world, but to respect yourself. When you present yourself with care, your posture straight, your clothes neat, your presence intentional, you send a signal to your own mind. I am worthy. I am ready. The Stoics believed in controlling what is within your reach, and your appearance is one of those things. It is not vanity. It is discipline, self-respect, and a daily reminder that your outer form reflects your inner strength. Seneca once said, "A man's dress and style should be appropriate, not extravagant." This wisdom cuts through time. It is not about chasing trends or flaunting wealth. It is about harmony. The Stoics valued moderation, authenticity, and dignity. To enhance your appearance means aligning your outside with your true self inside. When you do this, you no longer dress to impress others, but to embody your principles, simplicity, clarity, and strength. Think of a warrior polishing his armor before battle. The shine is not for vanity. It is a ritual of readiness. Similarly, Marcus Aurelius carried the weight of Rome, yet ensured his presence was composed, dignified, and steady. Appearance is not about perfection. It is about signaling to yourself, "I am prepared." When you take time to groom, to stand tall, to dress with intention, you sharpen your own mind. Like armor, your appearance protects your spirit and strengthens your resolve in the face of chaos. Today, improving your appearance is less about expensive clothes and more about intention. Stand tall, breathe deeply, and wear what reflects your values. Keep your space and body clean. Choose simplicity over excess, authenticity over imitation. When you look in the mirror each morning, see not just your reflection, but your readiness. As Epictetus taught, we may not control the world, but we can control how we show up in it. And showing up well is the first step to facing life with dignity and power. The third Stoic strategy is stay calm under pressure. Life will test you with deadlines, conflicts, and sudden storms. But the Stoics remind us, the storm outside does not need to become a storm inside. Calmness is not weakness, it is power. When you remain steady in chaos, your mind becomes clear, your choices sharper, and your presence stronger. The world admires those who can hold stillness when everyone else panics. Calm is the true mark of mastery. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this, and you will find strength. This wisdom is a reminder that while the world may collapse around us, our inner fortress remains ours to guard. Pressure, noise, and chaos lose their power when you choose to master your own thoughts. Calmness, then, is not denial, it is sovereignty. To hold your mind steady is to claim true freedom. Picture a captain steering his ship through violent waves. The crew panics, the storm rages, but his steady hands and calm gaze guide them safely to shore. This is the image of Stoic calmness. In history, leaders like Marcus Aurelius ruled during plagues and wars, yet his journals reveal serenity, not despair. He knew panic solves nothing, but clarity saves everything. Calm under pressure is not about pretending the storm doesn't exist. It is about becoming the anchor that keeps everything steady. In our age, pressure arrives through buzzing phones, urgent emails, endless demands. To stay calm, practice simple rituals. Pause, breathe, and focus only on what you can control. Try the Stoic technique of perspective. Will this matter 5 years from now? If not, let it go. When you respond calmly instead of reacting impulsively, you reclaim your power. Calmness is contagious. Your stillness becomes strength for others. In chaos, choose to be the steady flame, not the restless wind. The fourth Stoic strategy is set your own course. In a world filled with noise, social media, expectations, endless advice, it is easy to drift on currents not your own. But Stoicism teaches us that a life without direction is a life wasted. To set your own course means to define your values, to decide what truly matters, and to align every step with that vision. When you steer your life, instead of being steered, you reclaim your freedom. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Stop drifting. You are not a ship without a rudder." These words pierce the soul. Life is short, and drifting wastes it. To live with purpose, you must choose your direction deliberately. The Stoics believed in living according to nature, meaning according to your reason, values, and highest self. Your path is not dictated by the crowd, but carved by your principles. Every step toward your true course is a step toward freedom. Imagine a traveler walking through a bustling marketplace. Vendors shout, crowds push, each voice demanding his attention. Without direction, he wanders endlessly, exhausted but going nowhere. But then, he takes out a small golden compass, remembers his destination, and walks firmly forward. This is the metaphor for life. Without values, we are lost in distractions. But with clarity, even chaos cannot sway us. The Stoics lived amidst wars and politics, yet their compass was steady, virtue above all. To set your course today, begin by asking, what do I value most? Freedom, growth, integrity, creativity? Write it down and let it guide your decisions. Ignore the distractions of trends or the pressure to live someone else's dream. Set goals that align with your values, not with applause. Life will shift, obstacles will come, but your compass, your values, will steady you. The Stoics teach, true success is not living like everyone else, but living true to yourself. The fifth Stoic strategy is stand firm in your values. In a world that pulls you in every direction, opinions, trends, temptations, it takes courage to remain grounded. The Stoics remind us, without values, we are leaves blown by the wind. With values, we are mountains. To stand firm is not to resist change, but to refuse corruption. It is the strength to say, "This is who I am, and no storm will move me." Epictetus declared, "If you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid." His words are not harsh, they are liberating. To stand by your values means at times being misunderstood, mocked, even rejected. But the Stoics saw this as strength. The approval of the crowd is fleeting, but integrity is eternal. When you live your values, you carry unshakable peace, because your conscience is clear, even if the world disagrees. Imagine a lighthouse battered by waves, storm after storm. The sea crashes, winds howl, yet the light never falters. This is the image of standing firm in values. History remembers Socrates, who chose death rather than betray his principles. Marcus Aurelius, amidst political corruption, chose virtue over power. Their lives remind us, storms reveal foundations. If your life is built on strong values, no force can topple you. Today, standing firm in your values might mean refusing shortcuts, speaking the truth even when it costs you, or choosing integrity over convenience. It may feel lonely at times, but remember, strength is not in bending to the crowd, but in walking your own path with honor. The Stoics teach us that peace is found not in pleasing everyone, but in living aligned with our principles. Stand firm, and your life becomes a message louder than words. The sixth Stoic strategy is respect everyone. In a divided and hurried world, respect often feels rare. But the Stoics remind us, every person carries dignity, regardless of wealth, power, or opinion. Respect does not mean agreement, it means recognition. To respect others is to affirm their humanity, while respecting yourself enough not to lower your character. When you respect everyone, you build bridges where others build walls. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "When you wake up in the morning, tell yourself, the people I deal with today will be meddling, ungrateful, arrogant, dishonest, jealous, and surly. But I cannot be harmed by them." His point is not cynicism, but clarity. Others may fail in virtue, but you can still act with dignity. Respect is not earned by their behavior. It is maintained by your character. Picture a river flowing past jagged rocks. The rocks may be sharp, unkind, and immovable, but the river does not fight them. It flows with dignity, smoothing edges over time. Respect works the same way. Seneca debated corrupt senators, yet kept his tone steady. Marcus faced betrayal, yet ruled with calmness. Their lesson is simple. You cannot control another's virtue, but you can control your own. Respect is strength disguised as gentleness. In today's world, respect means listening fully instead of waiting to reply, disagreeing without insults, and treating even the unseen, waiters, drivers, strangers, with dignity. Respecting everyone does not make you weak. It makes you unshakable. You rise above the noise, anchoring yourself in virtue. And just as respect given returns respect received, you build connections that endure. To practice Stoicism is to walk through life leaving behind not wounds, but footprints of dignity. The seventh Stoic strategy is set clear boundaries. Without boundaries, life devours your time, energy, and peace. Stoicism reminds us that our control lies in choosing where we give attention. Saying no is not cruelty, it is wisdom. Boundaries are not walls to shut people out, but gates to protect what matters. When you defend your time and energy, you create space to live with purpose and strength. Seneca wrote, "If you don't know which port you're sailing to, no wind is favorable." Boundaries are the ports of your life. They give direction and clarity. Without them, you drift into exhaustion. With them, you move with strength. The Stoics saw boundaries not as isolation, but as discipline, choosing carefully where to spend energy and refusing to be enslaved by distractions or toxic demands. Imagine a garden without a fence. Strangers trample the flowers, weeds overgrow, and soon beauty is lost. But when a gardener sets boundaries, the garden flourishes. Your mind and life are the same. Without boundaries, negativity and overcommitment consume you. Marcus Aurelius guarded his time with daily meditations, fencing his mind from chaos. Boundaries are not selfish. They are the soil in which virtue grows. In our time, setting boundaries means turning off your phone at night, saying no to tasks that steal peace, and protecting time for rest and reflection. Do not apologize for guarding your energy. It is the foundation of resilience. Boundaries allow you to give your best self to what truly matters. The Stoics teach, control what you allow in. Every boundary you set is a declaration. My life has purpose. My time has value. We have walked through 7 timeless Stoic strategies: prioritizing yourself, improving your appearance, staying calm under pressure, setting your own course, standing firm in values, respecting everyone, and setting clear boundaries. Together, they form more than principles. They are tools, weapons, and shields for the battle of modern life. The Stoics did not live in comfort, and neither do we. But with their wisdom, we find clarity in chaos, strength in storms, and dignity in struggle. Remember, life will always bring storms, but storms are not your enemy. They are the training ground for your strength. Calm is power. Values are anchors. Boundaries are shields. Respect is a bridge. Each choice to live with Stoic discipline is a choice to rise above weakness and to step closer to greatness. You are not fragile glass. You are tempered steel. You are not a leaf. You are the mountain. Stand tall, and life itself will bow to your resilience. Do not let this wisdom remain only in your ears. Practice it. Begin tomorrow morning with one small act. Breathe deeply, write your values, or set one boundary. Choose a single Stoic practice and live it for a day, then another. Growth is not made of grand leaps, but steady steps. As Seneca said, it is not that we have a short life, but that we waste much of it. Do not waste yours. Take this path and walk it with intention. This is the legacy of Stoicism, not distant philosophy, but a living art for courage, clarity, and peace. Carry these 7 strategies with you and watch how the storms lose their grip. Thank you for walking this path with us. Until next time, stay strong, stay grounded, and keep moving forward. This is Stoic Miracles, where ancient wisdom becomes modern power.